Good morning, students. Students, we have already studied about these two types of reactions. This one was combination reaction. This was decomposition reaction. Today we will study about the third type of chemical reaction, which is displacement reaction, which can also be called single displacement reaction or replacement reaction. So here we have a general equation where we see AB and C as the reactants. AB and C react with each other to form AC and B as products. So can you see the rearrangement of atoms over here, the redistribution of atoms? Here, if you see children, C has replaced or displaced B from AB and taken its place. So here we see AC and B here separately, which has been removed by C. So these kind of reactions in which one metal replaces the other metal from its compound or salt solution is called a displacement reaction. Or we can still define it properly as a reaction in which a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from its salt solution or its compound is called a displacement reaction. Since there is this single displacement taking place here, so we call it single displacement reaction also. So it is always a more reactive metal, a more reactive element displacing a less reactive metal or less reactive element from its compound. So now let us take an example, study it with the help of this example. Here I have this equation for you where copper sulfate and iron, they react with each other to form iron sulfate and copper. So here you will see that iron replaces or displaces copper from copper sulfate. Why? Because iron is more reactive than copper. Iron is a more reactive metal than copper, so it can displace copper from this solution, that is copper sulfate solution. And so here we get iron sulfate or FeSO4 as the product, and copper has been removed or it has been displaced. Now let us see this reaction. Here we have taken a salt solution, a solution of iron sulfate and copper metal. Will this reaction take place? Will copper, which is less reactive than iron, be able to displace iron from iron sulfate? No. This reaction cannot take place. Why? Because a less reactive metal cannot displace a more reactive metal from its compound. I hope you have understood. So in all such reactions where a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal will be called a displacement reaction. So now let us take a look at your NCERT book where some more examples are given. We've already gone through this example, iron plus copper sulfate giving us iron sulfate and copper. So in this reaction, iron has displaced or removed another element, that is copper, from copper sulfate solution. And this reaction is known as displacement reaction. Here are other examples of displacement reactions where copper sulfate and zinc are taken as reactants and we get zinc sulfate and copper as the products. So here again, zinc is more reactive than copper. So it can displace copper and take its place. In this reaction, lead and copper chloride react with each other to form lead chloride and copper. Here again, copper has been displaced from copper chloride by lead. Why? Because lead is more reactive than copper, so it can displace copper from its solution. But these reactions cannot take place the other way round, that is, the less reactive metal can never displace the more reactive metals from their compounds or from their salt solutions. So here again there is this description for these two reactions. Zinc and lead are more reactive elements than copper. They displace copper from its compound. I have some more examples here for you. Some more examples of displacement reactions. Number 1, sodium reacts with water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. Hydrogen has been removed. Calcium plus water gives calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Copper, silver nitrate give copper nitrate and silver. Ferric oxide and aluminium gives aluminium oxide and iron. Another reaction is silver nitrate plus zinc give us silver and zinc nitrate. Here magnesium plus hydrogen chloride give us magnesium chloride and hydrogen. So in all these reactions you will see that the more reactive metal or the more reactive element displaces the less reactive element or metal from its compounds. With the help of the reactivity series, you will be able to find out the more reactive and the less reactive metals. Here in your NCERT book, page number 45, you have this reactivity series of metals, which can also be called activity series. So here this is a list of metals which have been placed in the order of their decreasing reactivity. The most reactive metal is placed on the top of this series and the least reactive metal at the bottom. So here children, you will have to memorize, you will have to learn this reactivity series, and with the help of this series, you will be able to know which metal can be displaced. So here potassium, which is the most reactive, then we have sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver and gold. So you please practice all these reactions which I showed you. Thank you.